Thanks, Alice. One thing I'm really worried about is my legs falling off.
Like once.
Let me find music get started.
It's all good.
Oh, I should tune. Tuning's good.
Yeah,
Tuning's
it's gonna be so fun.
I'm gonna turn off my situation. Oh, that's fine. That's why it sounded like so out of tune instead of out of tune. Imagine that.
It's out.
Got it?
Yeah, I got them last time. But like,
Just look for where the three things are on that side. See,
most of them.
man.
Sure. Once the show. The fucking one. Does it sound out?
Probably. Don't swear. Troubleshooting. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Oh, that's good actually. How do I do that? I'm learning about technology. There are 10 people watching. How do I do that? Well, love the tune. Thanks, Josh. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, we're here. So for those of you, it is 8 p.m. on the dot. I do like being on time, but usually when I'm, oh, I gotta turn this on. Usually when I'm riding the subways, etc., it's not always exactly up to me. But here, from the comfort of my living room, I'm right here. I'm ready to go. Got my big honkin' headphones, courtesy of the man behind the computer. And yeah, we're good. On, good. All right, well, hi. This is my first ever live event. I probably shouldn't talk too much because I probably will talk a lot more throughout the evening and then my time will fly by. I've been nervous about filling it, but I think it's gonna happen. Most things that I'm playing tonight are originals, and a lot of them have like never been shared outside of even like my bedroom. So I've got my sensible passion fruit LaCroix here. But for those of you who can or wish to partake, I've got this sexy Patron tequila and my grapefruit. I bought this at random and decided when Alice asked me that would be the drink, the Paloma, for this evening. So I will hopefully be enjoying one of those after this is over, but I'm gonna let my nerves do their own thing. And yeah, so okay, I'm Jessie Shelton. maybe a lot of you watching know that because that's why you're here, but if you don't, nice to meet you. I've got my trusty songwriting notebook where most of my notes are from all my songwriting ventures, and I went to town with tabs, so we're gonna tab it up, and I got my set list, and I've got post-its for talking points, so just bear with me. But I'm just gonna open it up to the first tab and start without too much more ado. This is the first song that I wrote on my beautiful tenor ukulele. It doesn't have a name. Some people name their instruments. I don't really do that. I'd be nervous. Okay, so yeah, this song is called Early Days, and it's just that. It was early days of a lot of things, specifically my ukulele. So without further ado, let's see if I can remember how this one goes. Okay. Gonna turn it on. That's the first one. Wanted to get the hand cramp out of the way. Let's see. People are here, yay! Cool, cool, cool. Okay, good. I'm just making sure that everything's working. I was having some mic problems earlier, but it was just because my computer kept going to sleep. So I don't really play ukulele. I play violin. But I'm just starting to use violin more in songwriting, so that's still a new thing for me. But yeah, I play ukulele to sing with. So some of my stuff is super simple, or I learn new stuff along the way because I find it more fun than just learning chords. That doesn't always stick with me. So that's the story there. But let's go to tab number 2. Okay, so another big thing about a lot of these songs is that I've been working pretty consistently, thank goodness, in the theater world since I moved to New York, by virtue of having a lot of awesome connections from my undergrad, and as I've met people, word of mouth, like that's how I've sort of like climbed the horizontal and vertical ladders of this world. I would not have it any other way. But because of that, I've often been working, and so some of these songs were written in stairwells of theaters during tech rehearsals, or sometimes in stairways of old apartments and stuff. Wherever the mood sort of struck, something would start coming. And this next one actually was written in a beautiful garden. And one more detail is that my mom taught me the trick on guitar of finger picking can make you seem far more advanced than maybe you are. And I took it to heart, and I've written a number of songs on guitar with that in mind. And this is the same deal. I was experimenting with some new stuff with finger picking. So this one is called Animals. Okay. Great. Trying to adjust. I've got my little throne. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to not take this one too fast. There are a lot of words. Okay. Little bit alive, maybe a little bit lost inside. Hanging on tight, always prepped for the fight. My war with the world is a fern waiting to unfurl. The beating of the heart like a thing on fire, maybe worse in the dark, back of the hands perspire. But there are animals in my dreams. All these animals in my dreams. When I woke inside my head, I thought of my waking self in slumber, and how much I preferred this world instead. Could I make my home here for air? I wonder. The peace and calm these trees inspire, no more sweating or regretting any past desires. Just these animals in my dreams. Oh, these lovely animals of my dreams. How long has it been since I spun around in twirling skirts? Took the ocean in, my feet pounding on the sand as I went running, the wind cutting through my sweater to my skin. A little old life behind the eyes. This mind's the only one with all the secrets. A memory that flits and flies around. If only I had the capacity to keep it. The world at large always rushing past. We scramble to hold on to what we hope will last. But I've always got these animals in my dreams. Forever these animals in my dreams. There we go. I picked the two wordiest songs to start with, and then I get mush mouth. So that's that one. Flip, flip, flip. What's next? All right. Here we go. All is well. How is everybody? Yay, Kevin and Mia! Ah! Okay, you're gonna hear more about them later. Oh yeah, so, okay, this takes me into my zone of, I'm sure I'm not alone when I say I have millions of voice memos on my phone that are ideas, and most of them never are heard again because I'm like untitled 275. What is that? So, but occasionally I go back in and I try to label them if there's something that's more than like 10 seconds. And this song, I'm just gonna sing it for you. It's not completed. It's a big jazzy hoo-ha something, and but TBD. I don't have all those skills, and I love finding collaborators who have skills that I don't. So if this strikes your fancy, you now have my information. This is called Spark Ecstatic. So let's see, give myself. Call my name again, and this time I'll pick up. My tank is low on friends, but I haven't given up. Stay with me, walk this way with me. Spend another day, you'll see. We can make this magic spark like static gold. You'd best roll up your sleeves. Pancakes don't make themselves. I'm trying for a smile. Please, my God, there's no one else. Stay with me. Walk this way with me. Spend another day, you'll see. We can make this magic spark like static gold. The walk down Limbo is a rotten road. The vines of vanity are overgrown. But if you keep your eyes on the horizon, it will burst into song. We've all been waiting all along. So see, you gotta stay with me. Walk this way with me. Spend another day, you'll see. We can make this magic spark like static gold. Super boo doo boo 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 boo. Super boo doo 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 doo. Super boo ta. Super boo boo. Super boo 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 boo. Stay with me. Walk this way with me. Spend another day. You'll see. We can make this magic spark like static. Oh. That was on the spot. I grew up with a lot of jazz. I should have said that before. When I go home to Minneapolis, I still sing with my dad's bands whenever I can, and that's a lot of like jazz standards. But I love to experiment with like writing in more like traditional styles. I mean, jazz wasn't really traditional. Come on, it's still like pushing all the boundaries. But like I love that sort of old sound. But I haven't really tried to write anything like that. So this is like a little taste, and there you go. So that was that. So speaking of that, all the voice memos that we save that we never get back to, I am going to introduce a few key figures. One of which is like the secret star of this show. You may or may not know them. Cesar Alvarez, awesome person, such a champion of like young people, new people, people who don't normally do things, doing new things. And they have sent so much work my way and so many awesome people my way. And so they'll come back again and again over the course of this. I say that because this next piece is called River Rock, unofficially or officially. And it was created with two other brilliant people. I met Mia Pixley, who is watching right now from the other coast. Her and Kevin Shaw, her husband, they're just fantastic people, always willing to try new things. I was doing Futurity at Soho Rep Ars Nova, co-pro, and we had the opportunity to like play some sets before the show, because there were so many people in the cast who had their own stuff going on. And so Mia and I teamed up on some stuff, and then from there, they moved back to California after the show was over, and we kind of went postal service with just sending ideas occasionally. We got busy with other stuff, but this was one that I recorded on my iPhone, no fancy equipment, and I sent it, and then like Kevin worked his magic, plopped it into like all his programs for beats and stuff like that. I don't know how it happened, but I just know they sent back a track and there's like cello and vocals, and you're gonna hear it. But I've got my nice little, not sponsored by Bose, but here's my little speaker. Okay, so I'm gonna get on my Google Drive. So this is one that this is sent to me, Songsbox. I will provide the live vocals, and yeah, okay, let's just see if this is working. Is it working? No, I don't think it's working. I'm losing my mind. One moment, please. I gotta sync up with my... I'm knocking on wood. All this technology. There we go. There's some bass in this. There we go. Okay, hi. Thelonious is my little friend here. Let's try that again. Okay, we're ready. Oh yeah. Rocking on the river, feel your body shiver. Time you spend in limbo, what's that gonna get you? Listen closely, there's an answer calling out deep inside. Oh, you'll be wise to remember we are all guests on this ride. Oh, rocking on the river, floating on some timber. Current ebbs and flows a bit, tide pulls in, you better get hold. Rocking on the river, praying for your liver. Hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath. Rocking on the river, feel your body shiver. Time you spend in limbo, what's that gonna get you? Listen closely, there's an answer calling out deep inside. Oh, you'll be wise to remember we are all guests on this ride. Oh, rocking on the river, floating on some timber. Current ebbs and flows a bit, tide pulls in, you better get hold. Rocking on the river, praying for your liver. Hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath. Better hold your breath. Hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath. Hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath. hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath. Yay! So, big shout out to Mia Pixley, Kevin Shaw. They're incredible, and I did not put them on the shout out list in time. So check them out on Instagram. They're there, and they're making all sorts of awesome stuff. So, whoo! All right, I'm settling in a little bit. Still a little nervy. What the? All right, what's next? Oh, okay. So this next song is back on the ukulele, and this was actually written while I was doing a play at the Mint Theater at Theater Row. So here we are, full circle, and it's called Carry Me. I was doing a period piece directed by Jen Thompson, who's one of my all-time favorite directors, so shout out to her. She created so much magic in that room, down to the cast, creatives, everybody involved, and the whole Mint Theater Company. It was such a joy to work there, and they were so supportive of so many things, and I just fell in love with everyone. And so this song is sort of like, I don't have to tell you, but I think it's like one of those things where so many different things coalesce and they just become one. So, so yeah, without further explanation, I'm trying to keep my legs from falling off here. Okay. There we go. E. All right. I dare to dream, dare to walk in muddy streams, leeches at my toes, fresh water in my nose, and water babies, flies and fishes and droves. For so long, the same old game, wishing for someone to call my name, climbing taller towers, watching suns rise and set for hours. Chrysanthemums became my favorite flowers. Respecting sunlight in the pools of your eyes, moss and lichen drifting in the space between your thighs. Suddenly I'm crying and I can't tell you why. Joy and sadness work their magic and I'm growing shy. Carry me on the current of the calm and cool. I've gone full blown fool for you. Hearts growing near, thank the gods I found you, my dear. Winds rustle the trees while we search for frogs down on our knees. I'll brave the thorns for roses, now would you believe? In time the starlight twinkles down on your smile. Even in the darkness I am desperately beguiled. I spent so many years in fear upon a flight. Never in my wildest dreams would two such souls collide. Carry me away from all the things that I think I know, and I'll close my eyes in the afterglow. Carry me away from all the things that I think I know, and I'll close So yeah, again, amazing company, and Amazing Theater Row is such an amazing place because just so much is always going on there, which is super exciting. And yeah, the theaters are always like transforming and becoming something new. So I'm really glad I got to have such a wonderful experience there. On to the next. Did I say all my things? Got all my banter? Okay, here we go. All right, so, here's a story. Cesar comes back. Ding! My now friend, Julia Ross, another amazing individual who just released an album, ? Check her out on Instagram. We have had massive dreams of making all sorts of music together, and our schedules are often at war. But we definitely have sat down and like sung on each other's stuff, and it's just really amazing to me how the brain can shift when not only another voice, but another like artistic voice comes into the mix. So I definitely count her as someone who's like giving me a lot of food for thought along the way, even if we haven't yet recorded an album together. ... But I came to know Julia because she was applying for grad school, and I don't know, her vocalist couldn't do it at the last minute or something, and Cesar hooked us up, and the rest is history. And I say that because my tenor uke is beautiful, and I love it for working with, but Julia gave me to borrow a soprano uke once upon a time, and actually the first song I ever wrote on any ukulele was the one you're about to hear in a very different key. And yeah, there's been some stuff like the happening in anyone's life, but I had just as a little background, I had a recent cat fostering experience. That semi-feral animal didn't quite become the forever companion that we had hoped. Food aggression. Anyway, I don't need to say more about that, but it was like an alarmingly massive mourning process. After a very short time with this animal, I was kind of shocked. I mean, for those of you who know me, I don't foster animals, but I've never done it because I know that I can't, like, I don't know if I can, because I do fall in love with them. But this was a very rare, very special animal, and I wish him the best. But this song was written a long time ago, and just like they often do, it got a fresh meaning after that experience. And also, yeah, coming out of that, I have to say a big lesson that I've learned in the past few years is seek joy. I spent a lot of time trying to write really like dark and dangerous music and be dark and dangerous, and you know what? The drama will find you, so seek the light, my friends. All right, it's my little philosopher's corner. You Are the One is this song. Searching for all along, and when I found you, I knew that we were here. and I stood by. I cried, but we were already here. Comedies had ceased to be. The leaves were no longer green. What once was on, they called it off. But I'll hold you here with me. Manipulators, conspirators, you had better watch your back. The crow is calling, the leaves are falling, my love is turning black. But in dreams of you I'm true. There we go. Sad. Seek joy. Seek joy. Okay. Gonna stretch my legs as we see what's next. Oh yeah. Speaking of seeking joy, you know, you find people who speak to you. Cesar, ding, again, brought me in contact with Ellen Winter, who, if you know, is just bomb. And they've written many wonderful things over the years and continue to do so. A new song recently released. Check them out. And then, this next song is from a gig I got doing 36 Questions musical podcast. I have only wanted a handful of jobs this bad. I'm so thrilled that I got to do it. So I don't want to take too much time talking because I'm seeing my clock running down. But here we go. I'm gonna make sure I'm still connected to my friend because this is sort of an ancient, like maybe earlier EP version, backing track to this. Oh, we're here. Okay. To this song. This is the first song of the show. But we're gonna roll with it. So here we go. Dee, dee, dee. Whoever you are, you share a lot in common with my husband Jace. You have the same car, so either he sold it or maybe you stole it and didn't change the plates. So I feel like I know you, like we've met before. I drove like 27 hours to get to this place. If you were him, you'd open up the door. I know you're there. I know you're listening. You deserve to get to know the person you're trying your damnedest to let go. I know you care. Whoever you are, you have 1,000 reasons not to trust whoever I am. For whatever it's worth, I also have no clue as to who I actually am. 7 hours, replace 2 tires during a storm. And I won't leave till you open up the door. I hear you there. I hear you listening. You deserve to get to know the person you're trying your damnedest to let go. Hear me out. Ellen is brilliant. Didn't need to tell you that again. So there's that. Okay. So another job that I wanted really badly, to the point where as I was crossing the street, those like lines of painted lines on the crosswalk, I made it like a thing to myself, that I thought about the job and I walked on all the lines, each crosswalk, each and every crosswalk. Didn't matter if I was walking with someone else, talking with someone else. I always, if their stride matched mine or not, that's what I did. And that show was HADESTOWN, off Broadway, New York Theater Workshop. And again, Cesar, ding, because I was doing Futurity. Jack Doolin, another wonderful hero of mine in the casting world, he was casting this as well. I had been brought into Futurity through Cesar, so I hadn't met Jack up to that point. But when I was going in for HADESTOWN, I was like running late because we were between shows at Futurity. Oh, transition. And so like I got a cab, but it was traffic, and so I was the last appointment of the day, and I was like, I'm so sorry I'm late. And he was like, I know you. And thus was born a beautiful friendship. Anyway, but this song was the one I did a truncated version of, also wrote in a stairwell. The titles are On a Staircase, a Sunday, On a Sunday, a Staircase, or River Run. So anyway, without going on about it, here we go. Okay. Oops. There we go. There was once a river I was traveling on, cut pie with my finger, ate that pie all gone, called out to them crickets, trying to share my song, bandy legs and robin's eggs, malnutrition so she says, but when night gives way to our tomorrow, I'll be here and you'll be there, my heart's aching everywhere. Carefree never had a name in centuries long past, they say. Stairs lead the way to a meddlesome and wooden grave. Where is the sun, though I love the city's edgy way? Dry eyes got me blinking, squinting through the haze. Love what you've been thinking, dreams of railroad days. Wrinkled shirts need their steam heat, metal doors need their drapes. Freckles found and baby bound, grand departure silent ground. Breathing deep, the leaves stuck to our faces. Imitations fill the fables, woolen blankets pad the tables. Industry is mystery and memory it flies from me. Another work week starts tomorrow. Do my best, won't beg, steal, maybe borrow. Run as you will, feel your face cold on the window still. Laugh at the beast, in your head it lives, and always will. There was once a river. That one's been around for quite a while. My first broken apartment. Yeah. Okay, oh, another one. Okay, so real quick background. I wrote this as a birthday gift to my friend Elena Ferris, another awesome person. My goodness. And it came out of an erasure poem, and she said for her birthday, bring something, like something you've made. She's a champion of that, and a champion of poetry, and she's looked over a lot of mine, and I wanted to experiment a little bit, so this one's a little weirder maybe. There we go. It's called The Arena, and I don't know why. There you go. Great. Ooh, where's my tab? Here. Okay, so speaking of poetry, this one I wrote with a fantastic up-and-coming songwriter. Her name is Breezy Love, and she is phenomenal, and she submitted to the National Endowment for the Arts, I think the Wing, songwriting competition. And Cesar, ding, again, brought me in. They were her mentor, and so we decided to keep writing together. So this is that, and I'm so excited. Breezy recorded guitar for me. So here we go. Comfort intact, summer undone, heard through the pines, footsteps on the run, counting the days, welcome a change. Tell me again, is it worth it to stay away? Pulled irrevocably toward the shore. In my eyes, canyon so wide, even more beautiful than before. A light on the bay, water tumbles away. I'm alive, here to stay for the moment, but I'm learning to travel with fear in my bones. The secret was braving the strange and unknown. Rain cascades over my head, clouds break, bent in the wind, but again I begin to rise. Still it's more beautiful than before. Ominous skies, but the birds are in flight. We're alive, here to stay for the moment. But I'm learning I am only where I'm going. Only where I'm going. Here to stay, but only for the moment. 'Cause I'm learning I'm only where I'm going. Whew! I have so many shivers. I hope you do too. Oh, 10 minutes left. Okay. The next one is, oh, yeah. Sure, we'll do. No, you know what? I'm gonna skip one because I want to work on it. I'm gonna go back to the uke for a second. And the song that I'm not gonna play came out of reading articles about the Syrian refugee crisis, like however many years ago now. And I had this big thing I started to like create in GarageBand, and I left some blanks because I didn't want to write anything quickly just to perform it. And I mean, this next song is kind of has some gaps too for that reason, but I still wanted to share it because, my goodness, this is a time in our world. So that's all I have to say about that. This is called These Days. Let me get myself, my feet dying, right? These days bring, counting on my soul, arms and legs pulled up by strings. Onward, we push onward, so it goes. Chaos reigns, our hearts break. Many gone and wide. No good answer lies reply. Onward, we rise upward while we try. La da 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 da, dum da ba da da, da 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 da. star in her child. Fear can't rule the way we act. It's too late for that. There's that. Okay, where are we now? Oh, okay, so yeah, so I think I've got just enough time to do the last couple bits I want to do. I gotta go back to Breezy because I just fell so in love with the song that I sang for her, and so I wanted to do another one of hers. I had no part in this other than performing it. It's called Hanging on Life, and Patrick Sulkin was, I don't even know what all he did on that project, but he was in the room and made the magic happen, and recorded an accompaniment for me on piano. So shout out to him as well. He's on Instagram. So here we go. Breezy Love is amazing. Dreamt I ran blindfolded down the block, uncovered my eyes, and suddenly I was lost. I sat on the curb, wondered if scars carry a charm. Wrote Joni's words with a Sharpie on my forearm. And what do you say to that, when only silence answers back? They say, girl, just breathe, force a smile as you bleed. I'm hanging on life like it's some kind of rope, and I'm whipped in the wind, beaten and thrown. And one day I'm gonna take back my control, but I'm hanging on life. How can I let go? Feeling like a freckle on the face of a stranger's child. I envy the birds 'cause they don't have to fight to fly wild. I'll feed my ambition with all the light it craves, but something's gotta give something more than it takes. The devil lets out a laugh when only silence answers back. I can't bear to breathe, I can't smile as I bleed. I'm hanging on life like it's some kind of rope, and I'm whipped in the wind, beaten and thrown. And one day I'm gonna take back my control, but I'm hanging on life. How can I? I'm reaching for something, getting handfuls and handfuls of air. I'm told where to go, but never how to get there. I'm reaching for something, getting handfuls and handfuls of air. Don't know where to go or how to get there, but if I get there, I'll hang on to life like it's some kind of rope. If I'm whipped in the wind, beaten or thrown, whoa, I know one day I'm gonna take back my control, 'cause I'm hanging on life for today, for today, for today. So good. Oh my god. It's 9! Okay, well, I'm just gonna then say my thank yous. I have one last piece as a send-off, but thank you to Patrick and Cesar and Breezy and Mia and Kevin and Ellen and everybody. This last piece, I have middle of the night insomnia. I call it mid-onset insomnia. Around 3 or 4 in the morning, I can't sleep. So that's when this one came to be. But what's gonna happen is it's gonna cycle through 3 times, and then I'm gonna keep it going for another few times, maybe 4 times. And I invite you to sing with me. You'll get the feel. It's not a round, but it's kind of like a round. And you know, you're all in your own private spaces. Why not? I find that this sort of has served as a mantra. I always enjoy listening to it, and I've never added on to it. And I don't know if I ever will. So it's called Rain.
Rain,
Find you.
yes, yes, rain, you feed my soul more than you know. And if ever I have the chance to go, I will find you at the end of your rainbow. Rain, yes, 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 you feed my soul more than you know. And if ever I have a chance to go, I will find you at the end of your rainbow. Rain, yes, 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 you feed my soul more than you know. And if ever I have the sense to go, I will find you at the end of your rainbow.
Rain, yes, yes, rain, you feed my soul more than you know. And if ever I have a chance to go, I will find you at the end of your rainbow. Rain, yes, yes, rain, you feed my soul more than you know. And if ever I have the chance to go, I will find you at the end of your rainbow. Rain, yes, yes, rain, you feed my soul more than you know. And if ever I have the chance to go, I will find you at the end of your rainbow. Rain, yes, yes, rain, you feed my soul more than you know. And if ever I have the chance to go, I will find you at the end of your rainbow.